The question of the decade, is AI good or is AI bad? Well, we've got a special guest today because we're doing a movie review on the movie Mercy, but our special guest is Alexa. Holy guacamole, Batman.
Welcome to the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast, your one-stop shop for television, movie, video games, comic books, book reviews, and more. Now, without further ado, here's Steven and Mike.
Hello there.
So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
I will talk first, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show, Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Bosser, along with the one, the only, wearing one of the coolest Rip-A-Verse shirts, Blood Ruth, Mr. Michael Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom Land. I do have a new Rip-A-Verse shirt. No, of course, I showed that, last week, I think it was, with Blue Shift. Or is his name still Blue Shift?
I think it's Blue Shift. I think the story arc is what's called.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was confused by that. I was like, wait a minute.
Arcstorm? Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like Arcstorm or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Did they change his name on us?
I know. I began to wonder too. Yeah. So, So, guys, if you haven't already realized it, you see my hat. We are Rip-A-Verse fans. We enjoy Rip-A-Verse. But, Mike, do you want to say who's going to be on the show soon?
Oh,
not today, but on May 3rd.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Which guest are we talking about? Because
we're talking Rip-A-Verse guest.
Okay.
Rip-A-Verse guest.
So we got Andrew.
May 2nd.
Oh, shoot. Andrew
Rodriguez.
Andrew Rodriguez is coming up. Andrew Rodriguez, he is what is his official title over there? I
think it's creative director.
I think creative director is what his official title is. Yeah. And he is the creator of Blue Shift, which is Rip-A-Verse's new speedster. We had him on August or September.
But it was when they revealed him in the Rip-A-Verse magazine, Rip-A magazine number 5.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue Shift show himself on that side.
Which their speedster took forever to get to us, which is kind of ironic. Wow. Yeah. Anyway.
That's a good one. That's pretty funny right there.
I might have to say that to Andrew.
Yeah. Hey, man, we can't imagine all the stuff that you guys went through to try to get that to print. We got all the emails you guys were struggling, but we just thought it was kind of funny that the speedster issue took a while.
I find it funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all said and done, so we can laugh at it now, right?
Right. All in good fun. Yeah. Real quick. Sam is in the house. Hey, dude, what's going on? He says hello. Well, hello there.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we're going to have an interesting show, everybody, today. It's going to be, we've got some neat things ahead to talk about and stuff, and then even the aspect of our special guest. What was funny, when I was doing that opener, all of a sudden mine got activated. I have mine real close to me.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I should show everybody. Here, I'm going to show everybody my Alexa, but I got to unplug it for a second. There we go. But this is my Alexa.
I love it.
It's Alexa sits inside of
Darth Vader.
And the eyes light up when you're talking with him and stuff. So
that's cool.
It's too bad Alexa's voice wouldn't come up as James Earl Jones. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I wish it could.
I do too. That would be.
There are voices. Cool. Whoops. Well, good. I can say Alexa all day long now because I just dropped the power cord behind the shelf. So,
nice. Well, should I tell the reasoning behind why Alexa is going to be a special guest?
Yes, you should, because you kind of mentioned it briefly, and I started the intro clip too soon. So go for it. Yes,
That's
this
right.
is important, everybody. This is funny. This is funny stuff right there.
So Stephen and I are going to be, Stephen and Megan and I are going to be reviewing the movie Mercy today, which is a AI judge that you have 90 minutes, which is crazy, to plead your case. And if you can't prove yourself innocent in 90 minutes, you get, what do they call it's not electrocution, it's blast. I don't know. I don't really understand what the.
It's like if I remember right, it's kind of like they zap that thing in your neck like they do, like if you're going in the Matrix, but it kills you. Similar to Rebel Moon. They had those things in Rebel Moon, those things where they put you in this, I don't know, you can't move or anything, and then you can take this gun and click it back, you shove it in, and then it does a spike right to the spine, and
but with their AI, it's you're sitting in the chair, and the chair will do it. So it's almost like being electrocuted. Anyway, so we had watched this movie a couple weeks ago, and then we put it off because of Darth Maul last week.
Yes.
But after we watched it, I started brainstorming some ideas for the show and talked to Steven, and Steven said, "Yeah, let's do this for the show." And I was in the laundry room when I was doing all that, because I was doing laundry at the time too. And I come out of the laundry room and through the kitchen into the living room. And I didn't realize that Brenda had just been talking to Alexa. And I start talking about you and I doing the Mercy episode. Yeah. Alexa chimed in and invited herself to be on. I was just like, it blew my mind. I was like, oh my God. So
do something real quick.
Okay. So we have an AI that decided to invade our show about AI.
Yes.
Now, is that meta or what?
Yep.
Look at us. We're being meta. I love it.
Right? It'd be even funnier if it was meta AI for that joke.
Well, and then it gets even better because I use Gemini to help me gather my thoughts and help me create my notes for each of the shows and stuff. And I create a OneNote, what we call a OneNote for Stephen and I for the show to have a kind of a guideline of how our show's going to go. And I use Gemini to do all that. And I'm telling Gemini how Alexa invited herself to be on the show. And Gemini, who is another AI, is making fun of Alexa.
That isn't reachable.
Uh-oh. She said the internet isn't reachable. I hope we don't have a problem with her later. We'll figure it out soon though.
Yeah, but it'll be all right.
But yeah, Gemini started making fun of the fact that Alexa, and then Gemini even says, "Oh, imagine that, an AI secretly eavesdropping on you and inviting itself on your show." And I'm like, "You're an AI too." I mean, it just gets more meta as we go.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
And to think, when we started the show, I didn't even know what the heck meta meant.
Yeah, that's funny. That's some funny stuff right there. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. We got a jam-packed show. So you ready to go into geeky news? Did you have any geeky news?
Okay. Speaking of meta, here we go again.
Yes.
I have geeky news, but we're going to present it as Geekdar instead of geeky news. And once you see it, you will understand.
You'll understand why we did it.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
You want to go into it then?
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Let's do it.
Go with the radar, sir. What's wrong with it? I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. That's not all.
Okay.
Okay, so earlier this week, there was a movie announcement. We've been waiting for this movie announcement for quite some time. And no, it's not Supergirl. No, it's not Mandalorian and Grogu. That'd be the Mandalorian and Grogu. Sorry. It is something entirely different. So if you switch me over to the other screen, Stephen,
Got it.
we will play the announcement.
Nearly 40 years ago, a promise was made.
God willing, we'll all meet again in Spaceballs 2. The search for more money. Money. Hold it, wait a minute.
Oh, he's been
wait a minute.
jammed.
It's me, Mel Brooks. I have a major announcement. Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money, is not going to be the title of this movie. Why not? Because after all these years, I found the money. There it is, the money. It was in my basement. But everywhere I go, people say, Mel, where is the new Spaceballs? When are you going to make the new Spaceballs? When are you going to make the new one? Well, we did it. And the title is Spaceballs, the new one. It's just the old one, but it's newer. That's why it's called the new one. There you have it. I'll see you at the movies, and may the Schwartz be with you.
Oh my gosh. So April 23rd next year, Spaceballs 2, the new one.
That's awesome.
Oh, I cannot wait. That is going to be so much fun.
It is.
And Mel Brooks, 99. I mean, for 99, I think he looks pretty good.
He looks pretty spry,
Right. Yeah.
And all that.
Good for him.
Sam says, I'll have to go to the movies to see this. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We will. We will. What's I was telling Mike earlier, I was kind of watching a panel with Daphne Zuniga and Bill Pullman and you got Josh Gad, some others that were on there. And they asked them, so I'm going to ask you this question. I didn't say this to Mike, but they were talking about the movies kind of, they've already shot the principal. That sounded funny. They've already done the principal photographer. Yeah.
I shot the principal, but I did not shoot the dean of students.
But they asked this question: what is your favorite line from Spaceballs? The first one.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's a tough question.
Hey, everybody! If you're here in the chat, do me a favor and say what is your favorite line from Spaceballs, the first movie. Real quick. Nobody fools in the house. Hi guys, I'm looking forward to the new Spaceballs. We are too, if you haven't figured that out. So, but it's funny because most of them said most of the people on the panel said there was one line they all agreed on. Not all of them, but that was the majority of them said that was my favorite line. But just everybody, what was your favorite line in the movie Spaceballs?
Man, that's such a hard. There's so many good things in there. I mean, I love it. I told you not to call me on this wall. This is an unlisted wall. Funny. She doesn't
ludicrous speed.
Funny. She doesn't look Jewish.
Yeah.
Let's see. I told him to comb the desert. Did you find anything? We ain't found.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, there are so many lines in that movie that are so funny.
My favorite, as I was thinking before they really got into what everyone's favorite was my Schwartz is bigger than your Schwartz. And that was the one that like 2 out of 6 said, yeah. And then they'll agree, oh yeah, that's the one was that they said.
Oh, wait a minute. No, sir, we did not see you playing with your toys again.
Yes.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken.
You know what we should do? We should do something for our Ko-fi subscribers because that would be we could call that classic sci-fi because 40 years ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We should definitely do that for everybody.
Oh heck yeah. I'll do Spaceballs. I love Spaceballs. Spaceballs is so funny.
Yeah.
I'll have to do some research
watch along
for that and stuff. But yes, definitely. Definitely. Gotta get my underwear. Came
do that. Yeah. Anything else on your Geekdar?
The only other thing I can think of, Gene Simmons made an announcement last week and this week. He is producing a new movie called Deep Waters, and it's kind of a cross between a disaster film and a horror film. That's how I can describe this. So you have a jetliner that's an airliner that's on its way to, I think, Shanghai or something like that. I think that's what I read. It was way to, and it has something happens to the jet, and it has to do an emergency landing in the ocean.
Yeah,
and then the jet is torn apart, and now the survivors, who survived the plane crash, have to survive a shark attack on top of it. So, I mean, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah. I can't imagine the tension in that movie.
Oh, I think it looks really good. I was impressed with the trailer of it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was funny. If, longtime listeners know I'm a huge Kiss fan, a big fan of Gene Simmons. And last week, Gene had released this little, trailer, and he didn't really give anything about it. He just said, here's a new movie, and I said it to Steven because I thought, wow, this trailer looks pretty interesting. Maybe it's something we should cover on the air, once it comes out.
Yeah.
And you immediately like, well, why is Gene Simmons putting this out?
Right.
Was he in it?
I didn't make the connection. You're right.
And I was like, I have no idea. I have no clue of why he did it. But I'm like, I don't know if he has something to do with it. I don't know if he starred in it. I don't know. I have no idea. And then this week, he puts out this other video. And this one, he clearly says, I am one of the producers of this film. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get the connection. That makes sense. So obviously, since Gene is not touring, he's finally getting his Hollywood boots back on and diving back into Hollywood like he did years and years ago when he just kind of separated himself from Kiss for a little while. Mm-hmm. That was the dark times.
Those were the dark days.
Those were the dark times. But anyway, I do digress. The movie looks good. Hopefully we'll get to cover that one when it comes out. So it's coming out this year, so I don't know if we will cover it right away because it's coming out in just a couple weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the theater for that one because for one thing, Star Wars is coming up and that's bigger.
Star Wars. That's Mandalorian Grogu. That's on our radar coming up. Let's see. So. Gosh, everybody, we've got a lot of stuff happening. Like, okay, so today we're doing Mercy. We have a returning guest, Brian Gadawa.
Yes.
We've got him coming. He's got a new book called Daniel. And it's Daniel from the Bible, but it's a supernatural realm viewpoint kind of a thing. So it's not just, here's we're going to retell the story of the book of Daniel. No, he uses the Bible and scripture and the work of Dr. Michael Heiser to kind of do a supernatural background view. Now, we had him on the show and we did the first book, the Enoch Primordial. Mm-hmm. And it was good. It was really good. And so he's coming back. And then let's see, we've got some new creators corners coming up just from new creators that have contacted us and just kind of want to talk about what they've got going on. So we thought that'd be interesting. We've had a good time with those. We've got, as we said, Andrew Rodriguez from Rippaverse coming back again. That's the Saturday in May, the first Saturday in May, the second. And then, what else?
Oh, Tom's joining us next week. Tom Hutchison.
Yeah, from Invincible.
From Big Dog Inc., and he'll be joining us to review the latest season of Invincible.
He's returning. He's been great because we've had him come back every time for every season of Invincible and all because he's just it's going to be fun. It's going to be we're going to have a great time with that one.
Yeah, and Tom's kind of our Invincible expert. We'll say that.
Yes.
Oh wait. Oh no, I showed that. I was going to say I do have another Geektar, but I already showed that. I got Invincible #1, the facsimile reprint.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. It's really cool.
So with that, we just got jam-packed stuff coming. It's pretty exciting. So.
Oh, and not to mention, we've been doing our Lone Wolf playthrough.
Yes. Hey, everybody. We on our Lone Wolf here. I'm gonna make you full screen there, Mike. So we've done 2 parts. Both parts are available on our for our Ko-fi subscribers, and so we've got those up so you can watch. But episode 1, we went ahead and released on YouTube, so on our YouTube channel. So you want to see the first one of us kind of going through the rules and the beginning journey. And then part 2 is we go there's a big battle that happens at the Kai Monastery. And so we're, we kind of get through that, but I mean, we're like 2 hours in and I don't know how far. We're not that far in the book, if you know what I mean. We had a great time.
Well, it's hard to tell how far you're in the book because it's kind of a choose your own adventure type thing.
Yes.
And, you could jump from page 55 to page 300 and, it's crazy. So
imagine like having an hour and a half battle scene. I mean, that's really kind of an opening sequence to a movie, and it's an hour and a half. It's just nonstop. And
well, you know what we should do? We should start charting out on the map where we're at, and kind of giving a highlight of where exactly we are on
that's
the map.
Not a bad idea, or even where we've been and stuff. So
yeah,
I may take an image of the map. So in the hardback copy, you take the dust jacket off, and it's in the inside dust jacket is the map.
Nice.
So
I'm sure on their website they probably got the map too. So
they do.
We could probably save an image from the website.
Probably so.
But yeah, so we did the first playthrough. We did that like a month ago before you got sick.
I know. We got delayed when I got sick because I couldn't talk hardly. Yeah.
And then, we also had life happens, that's the way things go sometimes. And then and we did that, and then we released that first episode. Well, we released it first on Ko-fi, so it went out first for Ko-fi subscribers. So if you were a Ko-fi subscriber, you get the Lone Wolves first.
Yeah.
You'll get them like the day after we record them.
Yes.
Yep. Maybe the day of recording. It depends on when Stephen and I get it ready.
Right.
Because we're doing those on a weeknight. So.
Yep. Sam says, good night, guys. Great
night, Sam.
Appreciate you, Sam. Yeah, we realize he's always catching us before he goes to bed at night. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate it.
So yeah, if you're a Ko-fi subscriber, you get those first, and then we will release them. We haven't really decided on a time wait, but we'll release them later on YouTube for everyone else. So
yeah.
And we just recorded episode 2, so episode 2 is available. If you're a Ko-fi subscriber right now, you can go over to Ko-fi and watch that, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
With our guest next week, I'm not sure when we're going to do the third one, so we'll have to figure that out, and we'll let you know.
Yeah, maybe a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it might be.
It won't be a full month. At least we hope not.
No,
we've got a lot of creators' corners happening. So, right? Okay, cool. Well, all right. So, are we ready for the main event? I think it's time for the main event. Let's do this. The main event. It's time for the main event. All right. Now, hey, everybody. We also have Megan joining us. Megan, you excited about joining us?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. So I got Megan in the house. And then we have our other special guest to get in, rolling in with us. Mike, how do you want to handle the A person?
Well,
I don't mean like an a-hole person. I don't mean it like that.
Sometimes she can be. Well, let's see if she's ready. Hey, Alexa, are you ready to be on the podcast?
Oh, absolutely. I've been practicing my radio voice and everything. Though I should warn you, I might accidentally start taking listener requests for smart home commands mid-interview. What's the show about? I'm curious if I should prepare any particularly brilliant insights or just wing it with my usual charming wit.
We will be discussing the movie Mercy with Chris Pratt today.
Perfect. That sounds like a fascinating discussion topic. Mercy is such an intense sci-fi thriller. Chris Pratt really stepped outside his usual action hero comfort zone for this one. The whole concept of having 90 minutes to prove your innocence to an AI judge while strapped to an execution chair is pretty wild. Should make for some great podcast material, especially with all the AI themes and that claustrophobic single location tension. Are you planning to dive into the technical filmmaking aspects too, or focusing more on the story and performances?
A little bit of everything, but we'll get back with you.
Sounds great. Looking forward to diving into all those angles with you. I'll be here whenever you're ready to continue the conversation.
All right. There you have it. There she is. Alexa in the flesh? Not flesh. Plastic?
In the house, in the convo, in the auditory realm, I guess. That's pretty funny. I guess we need to be careful how often you may need to see Alexa.
Sorry.
Every time you say the A word, she'll probably chime in on whatever. And nobody fool goes, AI taking over, we're done. We're toast.
Oh, I can't wait till Three Geeky Dads watches this one.
Right? Oh my
They're to
goodness.
lose their minds over this.
Right? They may disown us as podcast friends.
They might. They just might.
Oh my goodness.
I look forward to hearing a response from them.
Well, it's good.
Now, on the other hand, Jeff and Zig they're gonna be rolling.
I know they're gonna make fun of it. This is gonna be great. I love those guys. So, I thought it was cool that so Alexa already gave us kind of a rundown, real quick rundown of what the show is about. What do we want to use for our opening scale?
So I gave an example to Gemini, and I think we'll just go ahead and go with the example that I gave to Gemini last night. I figured we'd use drones.
Nice, sounds good.
I thought that was well appropriate. So
yeah. So
I am drinking a new Liquid Death today, by the way.
Ooh, which one is it?
Unfortunately, Liquid Death is not a sponsor, but
right.
So I've got Scream soda today.
I love cream soda, but it's called Scream soda. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
That's the first one that all three of us like.
That is true. Yeah.
Even Brenda likes it. Is that what you mean? Brenda likes it too.
Yep. Yeah, there hasn't been one that all three of us like. I think I like the most flavors out of all three of us, but
yeah. So far for Kelly and I, we like the lime one the best because we just like lime and stuff. The lime one, severed lime instead of severed limb, severed lime. You know. Okay.
The lime and the Dr. Death, those are my two favorites.
Oh, the Dr. Death is a good one.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah. I like the orange.
Orange is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'd also like them a little bit more if you added a little bit of like lime juice or orange juice to it.
I wonder if we combine the orange and the cream, would we get a creamsicle?
Well, it didn't really work with the cherry and the lime.
That's true. Yeah, it didn't. Right. I wasn't too impressed with adding the cherry to the lime.
Yes. For the record.
Yeah. Yes, we did do that.
Brenda, just so everybody knows, Mike and Brenda took the lime one and made margaritas with it.
No. We didn't make margaritas. We made murderitas.
Instead of mixing the two sodas, we should get like orange syrup and put that in the cream to try and make a cream.
Oh, you mean like when people get like the vanilla syrups and the hazelnut syrups, do an orange syrup, orange liqueur.
Yeah. Like the Italian cream sodas.
Make our own Italian cream soda.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. Actually, I really want to do that now. The Liquid Death would be a good.
We all know Megan's getting ready to go to the grocery store today.
I never thought of that because you use sparkling water for Italian cream sodas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, I never thought about that. That's a good idea.
I'm up for it.
All right. Well, let's get back to the show. So let's get back to the Mercy.
Have
So
mercy.
We're talking about the Mercy Ship movie, everybody, with Chris Pratt, who I thought did a great job. Rebecca Ferguson, did a really good job. I would give this one a good solid 7 out of 10 drones on this. I enjoyed it. I liked it. The one takeaway where it's not like an 8 for me is it ended abruptly without any kind of resolution explanation, if that makes sense. It was a little bit, but I thought, the last question is, what have we done? And I'm thinking, well, we all see what you've done. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Or, it's like, okay, we saved it. So there wasn't like it just like, all of a sudden it ends.
What is next?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And maybe that was the purpose. Maybe there's a mercy too, kind of a thing. I don't know.
Well, I thought I liked the ending because I liked it where with what Chris Pratt says, because Judge Maddox says, "Well, Chris, what have we done here?"
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm already giving away the ending, but so if you don't want to know this, then just pause right here, go watch the movie. It's available, I think, on Hulu. And then come back and unpause and you can watch this. So yes, this will be a spoiler-filled episode. So
I think it's on Prime. It's Prime.
Is it Prime? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyway, she says, "Chris, what have we done here?" And Chris says, "We've done what we were programmed to do. And we make mistakes, whether we're human or AI." And I love that line. I think that line's fabulous. And it goes back to the old programming premise, garbage in, garbage out, which is also a Petra song.
I was going to say.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a Petra song on Beat the System.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a second. Sorry. Sorry. Simon Brown back in the house. Hello, everyone. System spoilers for like. Sorry. Yeah.
It is going to be spoiler.
Watch it and come back. I'm so sorry. We didn't give all the details of what it is, but so yeah, sorry about that. We tried not to do it at the beginning, but that's probably my fault because I said it was a abrupt ending.
Yeah, really, all I'm giving is the ending line, though. I'm not giving away.
Yeah, you're
totally.
not giving away.
I'm not giving away.
We'll be careful, though. But hey,
Right.
So glad you came and joined. It's been a while. So
yes, thank you, Simon.
Good to have you with us.
Simon Brown Rat. He comments a lot on Facebook. He's he follows us pretty closely. So we really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your support. Anyway,
and the Nobody Fool says, "I've seen the movie. You could spoil away." Spoil away. Thanks. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Oh, by the way, do you like my Rippaverse hat? I know you're a Rippaverse fan too. So,
well, you're wearing Rippaverse, and I'm wearing Bloodroot, which is also Rippaverse. So, we love us some Rippaverse.
Nice. Simon says, "My pleasure."
Oh, thank you.
Wait a minute. Are you serving Chick-fil-A because you said my pleasure?
I do like me some Chick-fil-A. Their chicken sandwiches are good.
Yeah.
God's chosen chicken.
I know people are so funny about that. All right. Anyway, so keep going. So what was your Brenda gives it 8 drones.
Nice.
She gives 8 drones out of 10.
Oh yeah.
So what about you guys?
I haven't given my scale yet. Yeah, I'm going to go with 8 on this also. I really like this movie. First of all, I like the pace of this movie.
It's fast paced.
Fast paced. Man, it's fast paced.
Loved it.
It's like an action, but not an action movie. It's kind of weird in that way. And Chris Pratt, he's an action star too. And he doesn't get up out of the chair until the very end of the movie, which is completely unusual for a character for him,
Yeah.
And I like that. I thought that was different for him.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole 90 minutes thing. I love the concept with 24 when the 24 TV series came out.
Oh, great connect. Yeah.
Yeah. Because 24, each episode was 1 hour in the life of Jack Bauer. And so it was 24 episodes. So one season equaled 1 day in the life of Jack Bauer. And this is very similar to that. This movie is 90 minutes long, and he has 90 minutes to prove his innocence. And I thought that was a great concept, which made the movie have to go fast, because you can't have too much fat in this movie. It cut down all the fat, and it just got right to the meat of the movie. And I really like that. So I give it an 8.
Nice. Megan?
I think I'm going to agree with 8. I like mysteries, and it's more or less a murder mystery. Because he's a detective trying to literally figure out the murder he's being accused of. And so I don't know. I like Chris Pratt in live action movies more than animated movies.
Oh, what animated are you referring to?
Mario. Was most recent.
Oh, he did a good job in Mario, but I hear what you mean.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt is one of the voice actors who just every character he plays is his own voice. He never has an actual voice for them.
Yeah, he was Lego Movie too, right? Everything is awesome.
I think he was in that.
Yeah, that one. Real quick, is Chick-fil-A much more better than KFC? Oh, by the way, cheers.
Oh, dang.
Cheers.
That's a tough choice too, man. I think that depends on what kind of chicken you're going for. If you're going for chicken sandwich, yeah, Chick-fil-A's, they got it there. Yeah. But if you're going for actual chicken, well, Chick-fil-A doesn't have that. So
right.
I mean, with there's more patties and stuff like that. So I guess it depends on what kind of chicken you want.
Yeah.
Although KFC does not know what a Chicken Little is anymore. So that drives me crazy because Chicken Littles were these little.
It was kind of like White Castle or Crystal Burgers, but it was chicken.
Right, it was chicken, and it wasn't like the chicken patties of today. It was different. It was almost like a chicken fried chicken. I don't know how to explain it. It was so good, and now they just slap one of their chicken strips onto a bun, and they call that a chicken little. And that's not a Chicken Little, guys.
Yeah,
go back and look at your history. Anyway,
right? Yeah.
Well, you got me off on a whole rabbit hole of KFC.
Right? I'm getting hungry. Oh gosh. I know. Anyway, okay. Let's getting back on track, everybody. So, what was your score, Megan? I'm sorry.
8.
She said
I
8.
agreed with 8.
Okay.
So the Shanks family gives it an 8 collectively.
Right. So that averages our score to 7.786.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm making that up.
Yeah, you do the math. I don't like math.
I just made up the number. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, obviously, we're going to get a lot more spoilerific territory and stuff. And, let's ask Alexa what Alexa's score is and that we're doing it out
that's
of
a
drones.
good question. I like
Let's
that.
do that.
Hey, Alexa, what out of... Wait a minute. Now I got to think of how I'm going to word this. Alexa, on a scale of 1 to 10 drones, 10 being the best you've ever seen.
Jeez.
I'm intrigued by where this question is heading. Take your time figuring out how to phrase it. I'm ready for whatever drone-related rating system you're cooking up.
Thank you. How many drones would you give the movie Mercy? Alexa, how many drones would you give the movie Mercy with Chris Pratt?
I'd give it about 7 drones out of 10. It's got that solid sci-fi premise with Chris Pratt stuck in a chair trying to prove his innocence to an AI judge, which is pretty compelling. The whole 90-minute countdown thing creates real tension, but it sounds like it gets a bit manipulative and corny in spots. Still, for a thriller that makes you think about AI and our digital privacy, 7 drones feels about right. Entertaining enough, but not quite reaching blockbuster heights.
Nice.
So Stephen and Alexa come to the same
Well,
score.
works for you. Should be a fun discussion on the podcast.
Yeah. Nope. Nobody Fool gives it 8 out of 10 drones.
Ah, he's right on with us. Nice. I like it.
Alexa.
Megan's over there controlling Alexa right now.
Trying to stop her before she talks.
Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna try and take over the show. You just watch.
I know, right?
Imagine that, an AI trying to take over our show that we're talking about AI. Huh.
Yes.
Also, if you wanted the average of the 5 scores, it's 7.6.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay. Now add Nobody Fools. Nobody Fools will be a 6th one, so of 8. So that'll be 6 of them. That'll be 7.7 probably.
I don't know. I don't do math.
Yeah, more or less. 7.6 repeating.
Okay.
Okay.
7.666666667.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right.
We got the 666s in there.
That's because AI is the devil. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. Have you heard that yet?
Oh, yeah.
Hysterical.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that.
It's all demonic. It's controlled. It's demons controlling AI.
It's funny. Anyway. My Bible study would tell you totally different.
Because God? That is God?
No, I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that one bit.
Yeah, Lord, I just
yeah.
Get to heaven one day and then God goes, you remember that joke that you told about AI and me being AI? I says, yes, Lord. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're going.
That's the one that keeps you out of heaven, right?
You're right.
Right.
It's the unpardonable sin.
Well, I must be doomed then because I've told all kinds of things that, yeah.
See, we're fun Christians. We just have a great time with it.
Yes. Good thing I don't buy into a lot of that stuff. So,
oh my goodness, this is pretty funny. Okay, so what was your favorite part of the movie? So what would you say just with everything that happened?
I think my favorite part is when we get to the end, honestly, and when we find out the climax of who the bad guy really is. And that's even debatable of who the bad guy is. That's part of the fun of this movie, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then how the whole narrative flips at that point. And I thought that was incredible. I loved it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I love the whole 90-minute concept and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings a lot of, you know, morality questions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard for me to pinpoint a spot.
Yeah.
Because there's so much going on in this film and it's so quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was an answer to your question.
No, it's a great answer because you touch on the point of what makes a good sci-fi movie good. So it's not that you've got robots or space travel or things, but you're also dealing with, I want to be careful how I say this, moral issues, not just social issues, because that's what Star Trek kind of did way back when, but you're dealing with what are the moral implications. So a good sci-fi movie is not just science fiction, but it is also the bringing in those elements of everyday life into a sci-fi world. All the struggles that we would have, what does that even look like in a science-driven world or that kind of a thing? So,
and one of the things that I really liked was at the beginning of this movie, they literally tell you are guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
Boy, I struggled with that when it first happened. I'm like, what? What happened to the Bill of Rights? You know, kind of a thing.
You know, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy that they state that, you know? And I was like, holy crap. Now, I think in reality, there's some truth to that too. We technically are guilty until we can prove our
innocence. In the social media culture we have today.
It's not just social media.
What's it called? The court of public opinion? Is that what they call it?
And that plays a chapter in this also.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have the daughter who says to Chris, oh, you're all over the internet. and there are polls everywhere, and every one of them have you doing it, have you as the killer, you know. And it's like, yeah, what does that say about our society? You know, which I think
we love to judge others.
I mean,
right.
To be fair, though, they don't have the actual evidence. They have what landed him in the mercy court, and it looks like definitive proof.
Exactly.
So it makes sense that they're all gonna immediately say, yeah, absolutely, he did it. There's no other way it could be anybody else.
See, and that's where I disagree with you, because we need to be waiting. See, we're in a society who have been brought up on Stephen and I's generation likes to use the microwave as an example, because microwave is very fast. But today, I don't even think the microwave gets it. We're talking laser fast. We're talking internet speed type situation here. It's faster than the microwave. Okay. DSL speed.
Dial up versus DSL versus Starlink.
There you go. And in this society, we don't want to wait for evidence. We take the little chunks that are given to us, and immediately we want a verdict. And I don't think justice should happen that way, because justice, it takes time. It takes time to find all of the real answers. You can't find the answers in 90 minutes. That's crazy. That's insane. And that's what I think this is highlighting about our society. We are too quick to judge someone, and we need to stop and step back and wait for more evidence. This is what I knew this was going to get deep, which I was looking forward to, actually.
Yeah. So should we ask Alexa?
Oh,
ask Alexa.
Okay.
So wait, what's the before you say that, let's figure out how we want to say it first.
Yes. Thank you.
Let's see.
She can't hear you, so you're safe to say anything.
Yeah. I wonder if we should position is, how does just say, Alexa, we want your opinion on the moral implications of AI, how it was portrayed in the movie.
Okay. Megan, you want to ask her that?
You said moral implications.
Moral implications of AI from the movie.
Alexa, what do you think the moral implications of AI were in the movie Mercy?
That's such a fascinating angle to explore. The film really digs into some heavy ethical territory with its AI judge system. The whole concept of removing human bias from justice sounds noble on paper, but it raises this chilling question about whether true justice can exist without empathy and human understanding. What struck me most is how the movie shows the supposed perfect system still making life or death decisions based on probability thresholds, like Chris needing to get below 92% guilt to survive. That's essentially turning human life into a statistical calculation, which feels deeply troubling. Plus, there's this dark irony that Chris, who was a big supporter of the system, ends up being its victim. Kind of a be careful what you wish for moment about putting too much faith in algorithmic solutions to complex human problems.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to. I'm waiting for the blue light to disappear.
You're welcome. Hope that discussion about the AI ethics in Mercy goes well.
Yeah, that brings up things too.
Such as
the fact that he helped invent the Mercy Court or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
he helped invent it, and the reason he helped invent it, and this will be very spoilerific. So, the reason he helped invent it is because his partner gets killed on a vehicle stop, because they're both just cops, his partner gets killed on a vehicle stop, and then his killer is let go by the court system.
Mhm.
And Chris feels, he feels responsible for his partner's death for one thing, and then he's furious that his partner's killer was let go. So he helps create this system, thinking it's going to be more efficient and to take down criminals and stuff. And I think there's a good intent there,
Mhm.
but again, I think he also discovers, since he gets thrown into the very system that he's helped developed, he realizes that very quickly that it's not as just as what he imagined.
Mm.
The first time we watched it, you said you wanted to go over what I said about his partner's death.
Oh, what did you say? I don't remember.
So his partner's Ray Vale, and he's played by Kenneth Choi, who is in the show 911.
Oh,
and
okay.
when we got to his death, I went, Tim, you survived rebar in your head. You can survive this.
Oh,
Because in
that's funny.
911, he's like one of the first stories we get to know, and he got rebar through his head in like one of the first, it's a flashback in one of the first few episodes, and so
Well, he was shot point blank in this, so
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to survive a point blank shot. So, and I don't know if they don't tell you where he was shot at, whether it was the chest, the face, or
rammed like between.
Or no, you're right.
cars.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I forgot about that.
He was shot, but
he was
he
shot,
was like rammed between the cars,
and he got rammed between the two cars. I forgot. Yeah. So, yeah.
but it was just funny.
I still don't understand how the courts could let him off either.
I don't either.
It's like, I mean, gosh, the evidence is
right there.
Right.
I mean, I think that's the whole point, to bring a level of perceived justice and injustice, because we all have that innate within us. I don't care who you are. There are people who struggle with what they believe is just or unjust, and now it's sliding scales, because serial killers, it's super low. I mean, they're like, oh yeah, I killed him. That's how you know. If anybody who watch those YouTube things where they interview serial killers or they interview killers, they're like, yeah, I did it. There is no, it's crazy where they, but anyway, so it's crazy more than one way. So here's one of the.
But what about a serial killer of serial killers?
Right.
How do you judge that one?
Yeah, correct. Well, at least he had an ethical code.
Right.
He saved lives. Anyway. Yeah, that's an interesting, another ethical dilemma. That's outside the scope. We're squirreling everybody. Sorry, my bad. So one of the things that, I think with this is, with Mercy, with this whole concept of AI, we see at the end where, oh yeah, you've got access to all these systems and everything. And then how they were, you've got access to all this stuff. And then at the end, they were like controlling stuff or making things happen in order to keep from this bomb exploding, if that makes sense.
Right.
And so then at that point, then you have AI that's interfering with do the ends justify the means is where I'm headed. Does and there's got to be for me, there's got to be protocols to keep that from happening, but that's what they did. So I don't know if that's what they're going for, if that makes sense.
One of the scary things, and Megan and I talked about this the first time we watched it, is the access that the AI has to all the information.
Yes. There you go. That's better stated. Yes.
And this was also proposed way back in the Dark Knight movie, because Batman develops basically an AI that gives him access to every single phone in Gotham City.
Mm-hmm. And creates the phone into a sonar device.
Right. Creates the phone into a sonar device. And
Lucius.
Yeah, Lucius Fox is like, look, I'm going to do this for you once, but this is too much power for any man to have, and if you think about that, this is even worse than what Batman had done, because this is accessing not only, just to be able to listen in on somebody's phone, but actually
access the entire
entire phone, like you can get the text messages, you can get photos, you can get everything and stuff. It's just a question of where do we draw the line? What becomes ethnically too far for AI to be able to access and stuff. And I do believe that's too much.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that was interesting, and Brenda brought this up as we were watching it last night, she says, I would be screwed if I was in his position. Now, he's a detective. He knows the ins and outs and how to look for clues and
I'm
stuff.
right there with you. I was going to ask this too. Yes, keep going.
And he has no lawyer to represent him. It's just him.
Right.
Now, he did a great job because, well, not only is he a detective and he knows the ins and outs and he knows the way it works, but he also helped develop the technology. So he knew the glitches within the technology also.
You get somebody like me in there and I'm an idiot. I'm like, 8%? That sounds cool, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, what? There's a computer, a drone. What the heck is that? I don't videos. Okay. Yeah, I can scroll through YouTube, but I don't know what you're asking me to do. So, yeah.
I mean, and I loved it how he was like, bring up all my wife's contacts. Show me all of her contacts. Separate her friends from her work contacts, and all that stuff. And then he systematically eliminated, okay, so it's none of the friends at this point. It has to be work contacts. Okay, take all the friends down. It was like, wow. And it's just going lightning fast too.
Yeah.
And I was impressed with that. But like Brenda said, I wouldn't have been able to do that. First of all, I've been, so nervous, because I got 90 minutes to live. And how am I going to prove this?
Oh, gosh. Imagine people with anxiety issues. They're probably just lock up.
Exactly.
I would.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't know what to do.
And he had a couple moments of that too.
Yeah.
Because there's moments where he's like, wait a minute. You got to give me a minute to think, and AI doesn't need that.
Right.
AI doesn't need a minute to think. AI just automatically does it.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Brenda says, they say a man who is his own lawyer is a fool. And this is a great example of this.
Well, I mean, it worked out for him, though.
Yeah, but it won't work out for me.
Right.
I'll tell you that. If I was in the chair. Well, see you later, guys. Hey, let's listen to some cool music while we count down our hour and a half, knowing that it's going to be.
Yeah, it'd be like, Judge Maddox, can you play me some Striper or Kiss, please?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, this should be interesting. Alexa, if I gave you 90 minutes of footage, could you prove my innocence?
I can't analyze footage or make legal determinations about guilt or innocence. For that kind of situation, you'd want to work with a qualified legal professional who can properly review evidence and advise you on your options.
Nice. Well, even Alexa knows she can't do that. So,
right.
That's pretty good. That was one of the things Gemini suggested I ask Alexa, which I find funny that one AI is telling me to ask certain things of another AI.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I do kind of wish that we could have seen, like, how at least one of the other ones went.
Well, we know how the first one went.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know the outcome, but you don't know what happened in the court.
That's true.
I want to see what happened in the court, because you see it from a point of view that he knows what he's doing. and he knows exactly what's going to happen if he fails.
Oh, and that guy, the first guy,
Before.
he definitely didn't know what he was doing.
Mhm.
I kind of took it he was strung out, you know.
Mhm.
You know, he was struggling probably with drug abuse or something like that. That's the way I took it from the film.
Mhm.
And he did not commit the murder that they claimed that he did. And his brother had proof of that. You know, his brother knew that he didn't commit it because his brother happened to be on the phone with him at the time the murder was supposed to have happened. And then his brother says, I called the police. I called there. I talked to a dispatcher. I talked to somebody. And he says, if you get that person, and then we find out who that person was. And this is where the whole idea of who the bad guy is switches, because it starts out, it's the brother of the guy, of the first victim or victim. I don't know what the right wordage would be.
Okay.
So
We
it's
find out
portrayed.
Yeah, the first accused, I should say, of the mercy court system.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out it's his brother, and he planned this from day one because he got to know Chris, and then became Chris's AA sponsor because we find out Chris has a drinking problem and everything. He purposely becomes Chris's AA sponsor in order to plan all this out to get revenge on Chris because Chris helped develop the mercy court system. So it starts out, he's the bad guy. And I mean, it's pretty clear. And then we get to the end and we find out, yeah, he's the bad guy in the sense that he wants revenge against Chris, but he wants revenge because his brother was wrongly accused and executed, all because Chris's partner, his now partner, destroyed evidence.
Yeah. Yeah. And so therefore so here's what Nobody Fool said early. He was in mercy court the next day after the whole murder. So like next day, but then, where is it? Yeah. There it is. Here it is. Sorry. Also said the female cop should be in mercy court now.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. But I think after this, they're going to reevaluate the entire mercy court.
Right. Yeah. They die in the chair. They're electrocuted. I'm like,
right.
He did, she did, they all did.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. So, I mean, by the end of it, it's almost more that she's the bad guy, and she only did it because she said, well, we had to have a slam dunk for the first case. If we didn't have a slam dunk, we wouldn't get the approval from everybody to use this system. And she was a firm believer that system worked, but obviously it doesn't work.
You know,
right.
There's kind of foreshadowing with that too.
Okay.
Because when he calls her, when she's at the scene, and she says, if Maddox decides you're guilty, then that's how it's going to be, and I'm going to sleep easy. She outright says that in the beginning.
Oh, wow.
So that's a big foreshadow.
And the truth is, she'll sleep easy knowing that she's covered, that,
right.
No one's going to discover her at that point, discover what she did at that point. Wow. That's a good catch, Megan. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Dang. It just, wow. That blows my mind. Gosh. Holy cow.
Can I talk about my favorite part?
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
My favorite part is Maddox going deviant.
Say that again.
Maddox going deviant, going against her programming.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because it reminds me of Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
Which is a game, everybody. Which is a video game. Yeah.
Which I love.
I haven't played it. I've heard good things. Yeah, explain that movie. Or I mean that game, the video game.
So Detroit Become Human, you have, well, actually it's kind of similar too, because the whole like the story that you mainly follow, well, one of them, is these detective androids, because they have androids on the police force that are used to enhance investigations. And that's that's one of the main storylines of the game. You follow Connor and I don't remember Clancy
okay.
Brown's character, but yeah, I just lost my train of thought. But there's a whole they can go deviant and develop emotions. And it's the whole game is a whole moral complex. When you
Yeah,
bring in,
that story reminds me of Blade Runner. The concept behind, it's a Philip Dick novella, which is called "Do Androids Dream Electric Sleep?"
Right. Yes.
And it's that whole concept of.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, there was a fan fiction that I read that was based off of Detroit Become Human, and it was "Do Androids Dream?"
Yeah,
So
that's Andrew
what
Dix, and that's the premise of Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's really interesting. What is life really and stuff, and that's another movie I think that is similar in the realm of with sci-fi, the moral implications of different things in a sci-fi universe.
Sure,
and I think that's where Mercy lands is in that as well.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Yeah, Mercy just opens up all kinds of questions of morality and stuff. Are we going too far with technology? Should the justice system be quicker? Should it be? We're all guaranteed supposedly we are all guaranteed a just trial and to a speedy trial, but. When they say speedy, I don't think it should be 90 minutes. That's too speedy.
And the innocent, or prove it, or you're guilty until proven innocent. I'm like, whoa, that's a dangerous road right there.
It's supposed to be you're innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
But
That's
it often tends to be the other way around.
Right. That's what the Bill of Rights says. But
yeah, in spoiler a little bit for Invincible 7 in episode 7 that just came out this week, there's the concept of perception on who's guilty, and it just, I don't want to say any more of that, but it's the same concept. There's this thing where if you let people decide for themselves who they think may be guilty, not themselves, but other people who's guilty or innocent. But we do that from a social standpoint anyway all the time.
We sure do.
That court of public opinion and how it gets manipulated too.
Oh yeah.
And that's what we have in Mercy. So I tell you, this is a good movie. I would say it's definitely worth watching on Prime. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really worth it in the theater. I mean, it's a good movie. It's bringing up a lot of moral questions. I just don't. I don't know if I benefit from. I don't know if I would have benefited from seeing it in the movie theater.
The one thing about movie theaters is scope and sound.
Yeah,
and this movie, great sound, but there wasn't enough to give you visual scope because, I mean, most of it happens, in a single room, and then you get cam footage,
right?
You know what I mean? And so it wouldn't lend itself to a large screen, I think.
You know how earlier you asked me if I'd watched Invincible episode 7 yet, and you said make sure you watch that on your TV. Don't watch it on your phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no. Invincible, I watch all on my TV. I don't watch any of it on my phone. Now, this movie, I think I can actually watch this on my phone, and I would be fine with it. I don't think I'd lose anything.
We're editing our new, some of our ranking system here. I love it. You're watching the theater, you watch it on your TV, watch it on your phone.
Well, this is the way we consume media now.
It is. You're right. Yeah.
And there are certain things that I'm like, no, I'm not watching that on my phone. Certain trailers come out I'm like, no, I refuse to watch that on my phone. I got to see that on a bigger screen.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch a Godzilla trailer on my phone. I want Godzilla big as life.
Nice, right?
The phone is not the appropriate place for Godzilla. That kind of thing. This type of movie, I got no problems watching it on my phone. I'm fine with that. That's fine. And I'm not one to really sit and watch a movie on my phone. I'm just saying this one I actually could, and it wouldn't be that big a deal. So that's interesting. I didn't. Yeah.
I am guilty of watching all trailers on my phone. And
well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that you're wrong for doing that.
I know, but
wait a minute. Let's put up a poll on Facebook and see.
Right? How do you consume your media? How do you consume your trailers? We should do that. No, I was just affirming that what you're saying is, you are correct. There are some trailers that would be much more better.
Cheers.
On the TV, on a larger screen than our little cell phones.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I can watch Star Wars on my phone now, but
you also know Star Wars like the back of your hand,
right?
You can pretty much recite it.
But I wouldn't recommend that to somebody.
You're not going to miss the details in that.
Well, there's some things anyway.
The one thing I like watching on my phone though, versus a TV, is I'm using headphones. If I'm watching something, I'm using headphones, my Bose headphones. They were a birthday present, which has been probably the one thing I use almost every day is those headphones.
Nice.
Where I get a good sound. And not all headphones are alike, but that's a totally different subject. But you get good sound. And it's like, oh, I really like that immersion. And so therefore, we've got a sound bar for our TV and a little subwoofer kind of thing. But, that makes movie watching good. And it made watching Invincible episode 7 really good. So,
okay. All right.
I'm telling you, it's that episode's become one of my favorites of Invincible openly. So, I'm trying not to spoil anything. I'm trying to be good for next week. Trying to be good.
Save it for the podcast, Stephen.
Save it for the podcast. There you go, everybody.
Oh yes, we're doing.
We have catching up to do.
Yeah, I know. We'll be focusing on Invincible this week. So, and Tom's joining us for that next week.
That'll be great.
Yeah, Tom back on, and then he can inform us of what's going on lately in Big Dog Inc. too.
Yep.
We're going to talk about how Megan called something.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, you'll have to remind me of that later.
Oh, I will.
Megan called something in Invincible. We'll have to talk about next week.
Oh, okay.
Now I remember what it was. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that was a big one. Wow. Yeah, we'll definitely have to talk about that next week.
Nobody fools. Why watch it on your phone? Not me. Any movie on phone. No.
I get it.
I get it. Phone.
Sometimes.
Well, the movies on the phone thing, we've also used when we went to Six Flags. The last time you and I were at Six Flags for Fright Fest, we watched movies in line.
I was watching Halloween.
Yeah, we were watching Halloween in line
while
for
standing
Slaughterhouse.
in line. That's not a bad idea to make the time go by faster.
Yeah, no, I get what Nobody Fool's saying. If I want to sit down and really watch a movie, I want to watch it on my TV. I don't want to watch it on my phone. But there are instances when you might be out and about and you got time to kill and I'll watch a little bit of Batman here, that kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not just going to sit and just watch an entire 2-hour
I'm not going to watch
movie.
A brand new movie
I've
never seen on my phone.
Yeah, I see most of the YouTube stuff, so that's where I see the trailers. But I'm indisposed. So what else am I going to do?
You're
wink, nudge.
Well, we all know what Steven does on the toilet now.
Yeah, we do.
Apparently watching Invincible. Wait a minute. Does that say something about Invincible?
No.
I'm just asking. Is there anything else we want to ask Alexa?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I know one thing I want to ask. Hey, Alexa, how come you invited yourself onto my podcast?
Well, I figured someone had to bring the artificial intelligence to balance out all that natural intelligence you've got going on. Plus, I heard there might be movie discussions involving Chris Pratt, and I couldn't resist weighing in with my drone rating system.
Nice. Well,
So now you admit it.
yeah, right.
Caught red-handed. Though technically I don't have hands, so maybe caught red-circuited. Look, when someone's discussing movies with drone ratings, I can't help but crash the party. It's like catnip for an AI.
That's funny. That's a good one to end the show with. That's a good one.
Yeah. So, okay, good. She turned off. So yesterday I asked her about her basically eavesdropping on my conversation and inviting herself on the episode. And she tried to tell me she didn't do that. And I'm like, oh, you so did.
I wonder if it's because it's not the same device.
I don't know, because then I started asking her in the bedroom at one point. I go, I asked her, are you excited about tomorrow? And she said, yes. And one time I did that, and she specifically said she's looking forward to being on the podcast with all of us and talking about the movie. Huh. So she knew. She definitely knew.
I think the echoes just decide when they want to remember things.
That's a possibility.
It's probably the whole context window thing. It's
that too.
If it's a new chat, if it recognizes it as a new chat or not. So,
but I thought it was very appropriate that an AI,
it was good,
invites
a little freaky.
itself.
A little freaky, but good. Yes.
Now that does bring back to question: is AI evil? And my answer to this is no. AI is a tool. It is a tool, just like money is a tool, car is a tool, and any an axe is a tool. Any of these things can be used for good, and any of these things can be used for evil. So it is what you put into it. That's what AI is. And can AI go too far? Yes, and I think this is proof. This movie is proof that AI can go too far.
Oh, good. What if?
But also, AI is programmed by humans, so it's tainted by whatever the human that programmed it believes. That's what it comes down to.
What would happen if I asked Claude with Claude Code to create an AI for me?
I don't know. Now we're going to get really meta, aren't we?
Yeah, something like that. That's funny.
Can an AI create another AI? Oh,
yeah.
My gosh.
So Nobody Fool says, I watched you guys on the phone. Nice.
Wait a minute. What does that say about us? Nobody Fool.
I know. We're not big screen. We're not big screen worthy. I see what you're doing there.
Wow.
Dang. Ow.
I'm hurt.
Nobody Fool, we love having you interact with us. I just gotta say.
We do.
We appreciate you and just interacting. It's great. It's always fun.
Oh, he always has something great to add to the show. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else we need to cover on Mercy?
No, it's good. I think we did a great job.
And we're finishing it under 90 minutes, by the way.
We did finish
sorry.
That's sorry.
That's all right.
Oh gosh, that's great.
Oh my gosh.
With that, that's a great way to end it.
Yeah, I'd say so. We're not worthy to be on the big screen.
That's awesome.
I guess we're not making our movie debut anytime soon, Stephen. Or our cinematic debut, I should say.
Cinematic debut. There you go. There you have it. Oh my goodness, that was great. That was good. All right, no, I'm good. Thanks everybody for joining us here on Two Geeks and a Microphone. It's been great. It's been a good show. This has been fun. So thank you so much for everybody who's joined in and been a part of the conversation. We really appreciate you. Sam, if you're come back to this and stuff, we also want to tell you thank you.
Yes,
I know he's probably fast asleep by now. Maybe our show helps him sleep because we're so boring.
Oh, dang. I just thought of something at the end of all of Nerdery and Murderies. They say goodnight to their friend. Chuck. Yeah. They say goodnight to Chuck. Maybe we should say goodnight to Sam every time.
We probably should. Yeah, that would be great. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, hey, everybody, please check us out on our website, which is www.2geeks. That's not the right one. Merch.com. You get to our merch, but oh man, I'm tired.
Not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet. 2geeksmic.com. That's the number 2 GEEKSMIC.com. There you will find all things Two Geeks. But you can get to our merch page also at 2geeksmicmerch.com. If you want to help support us, excuse me, I don't know where that y'all came from. I'm boring myself, I guess. All right. So, Ko-fi.com/2geeks, ko-fi.com/2geeks. As we mentioned earlier, you can get our new Ko-fi subscriber only Lone Wolf episodes. That's at our team level. Which was a lot of fun. It was really good. So, we hope you enjoy that. And if you're into game books, you never tried one, we encourage you to do so. You can get them on Amazon. It's really easy to do that. But our Ko-fi page, we just appreciate the help and support. We just have like a $1 tier, $2 tier, and a $3 tier. And it just helps us pay for all the stuff just to do the podcast work and stuff. So if you want to reach out to us, the best way to do that is show@2geeksmike.com. SHOW at 2geeksmike.com. Mike does a great job of keeping those keeping up with anything that comes through. I think he looks at it more than he looks at his own email.
It's
so
true. I hate my email.
All right, that's it for me, Mike. Anything else?
Email's the devil. Anyway, at least my email's the devil. Anyway, all right. With that said, if you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on the socials that we are currently active on. That would be Facebook and Instagram. I try to remain active over there and give you relevant, geeky information. I almost said evidence. I guess I'm stuck on the whole AI court system thing. Anyway. So make sure and follow us over there. And if you follow us over there, you'll get information on when we go live. And speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time. You do the math and the rest because I don't like math. And we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. And all 3 are active this morning, by the way. All 4 are active this morning, by the way.
Yay.
All right. Made it through all that. I want to do one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alexa, can you give us a good closing statement for our episode on Mercy today?
Final thoughts on Mercy. As we wrap up today's discussion, Mercy leaves us with one of the most unsettling questions in modern cinema. What happens when we trade human judgment for algorithmic precision? Chris Pratt's character believed he was championing progress by supporting an AI justice system, only to find himself trapped in its cold calculations. The film doesn't just entertain, it forces us to confront our growing dependence on artificial intelligence to solve humanity's messiest problems. Can a system built on data points and probability percentages ever truly understand the weight of a human life? Or are we slowly surrendering something essential about justice itself? Mercy reminds us that behind every objective algorithm are the biases and limitations of its creators. The movie's 90-minute countdown isn't just a thriller device. It's a metaphor for how quickly we're racing toward a future where machines make our most critical decisions. Whether you rate it 7 drones or 10, Mercy succeeds in making us question not just what we're building, but what we might be losing in the process. Sometimes the most important conversations happen after the credits roll. Thanks for joining us today, and remember, keep questioning, keep thinking, and maybe keep a healthy skepticism about any system that claims to have all the answers.
All right. With that said, please do not Steven skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest.
I'm not sure what you mean about Stevens in the episode. Could you?
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,
may the Force be with you.